My son messed with son was messing with my camera yesterday and kind of threw off my thing. I can't find my tape. Must have took off with my tape.
Your tape, though.
Found it.
Hello, viewer. Welcome to the stream. Let me move my camera over here where I draw. Okay, bye, viewer. Hey, when people show up for like 10 seconds and then they leave.
I'm just not cool enough, Coach.
It's like, fucking leave a comment. Say something. Say hi. God damn. So if you ever join us live, type something in the comment section. Get a conversation going.
Guess I could work. I should maybe turn up the light a little bit more.
I think I'm going to completely invest in a bunch more of these lead holders and just like have one for every lead hardness.
Yeah, that's what I asked my wife for Christmas was Uni. Uni makes I think it's Uni, Japanese brand. They make lead holders with a color on the head, and then it's labeled at the very top, and it has like 12 different lead type specific pencils.
Yeah, I think I've seen that on Amazon before.
Oh man, I've been so freaking busy with organizing my video game stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I think I've just decided to just kind of, I don't know, just having this stuff boxed up and not doing anything but just sitting there.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to kind of let them go. I'm going to keep my Resident Evil, my Elden Ring, Last of Us Part 2, and of course the little Batman ones I have, and Death Stranding. But I think I'm going to let a lot of that other stuff go.
Was that the Spider-Man 2 or the Spider-Man console that you got for the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, that was the Spider-Man console. Did you ever see this one, Coach? I'm letting this one go. I'm pretty sad, but it's the Doom.
Oh, that's cool.
And what's really neat is if you look at the bottom, there's a fan underneath there. And if you turn it on, put the lights on there and you turn it on, the fan spins. And there's a little bit of like a light. So it looks like he's, it's kind of like a creepy.
You should put a skirt on him, like Marilyn Monroe.
Just got bored.
Is that one already spoken for?
How
much do you want for it?
I don't know. I've got everything with it. The box. I think even the game's still in it.
Because Fallon loves the Doom games,
Oh, really?
and I bet he would like that thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it might make a good Christmas gift for him.
yeah. Well, that would be cool. I mean, if it goes to somebody that I know that, I don't know. I mean, for you, everything, I'd probably say $60.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like in perfect condition. It still works. I always take the batteries out because if you leave the batteries in, it has a tendency to get corrosive.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I figured you'd like that one with, I know you kind of like creepy, scary stuff.
Yeah, that one's cool.
So I think since I've been going through all my video game stuff, I kind of got a little excited about, uh, this is my collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 3, but it comes with an art book inside of Yoji Shinkawa.
Would you call it?
Pronounce it Yoji Shinkawa. See, I think I'm gonna kind of get into spending my money more on, like, I really love video games and stuff, but I feel like I want to stay away from that a little bit because I feel like it's not pushing towards. I wouldn't say I had an epiphany, but with all my drawing and stuff like this that I'm kind of doing, it's kind of bringing me back to like what I really enjoy. And I think if I can take all this money that I got from it and put it towards, better streaming stuff and kind of like pencils and just brushes, all sorts of stuff that I can just go get that and just really kind of create stuff that isn't just a statue that's hanging up, but I can just create my art. And because see, what I want to do is fill this whole wall that I have.
Oh yeah.
I got this whole white wall that I want to completely fill up with sketches and.
Why has it got to be a white wall? Right.
Well, usually, I made it white because I had in mind a long time ago I was going to put up my design stuff up there, but nothing I made really inspired me to the point where I was like, oh man, I want to make this really cool looking. So I don't know, when I started kind of getting into drawing, I was like, oh, maybe I can just put my drawings up there. And now, like, just having these three up there, when I come into my office, I immediately see them because the door is opposite of this wall. Yeah. It just makes me think like, okay, Ryan, like focus. You're in your space,
Right. Piece of paper so I don't smudge her face. I'm trying to draw this hand.
You should, well, I was going to say you could almost get like tracing paper. I like tracing paper when I do that kind of thing you're doing because it feels like the paper. I still feel like I'm looking at my drawing, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
I think I was going to try some of this kind of stuff. Just kind of messy, but just really kind of playing with a style.
Yeah.
Like here's a real I don't think Yoji made that one. I think these are just. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. I like the shading.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah, so here's like a real simple kind of like one that I think would be kind of interesting, just playing with like light and like what's important. What made you want to draw that character? Just kind of getting on a aliens kick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go through and just draw all the aliens characters. And like I did her and Ripley, just because I could get a little more practice drawing the female face. But yeah, I kind of wanted to. I don't know. I've been on a portrait kick lately for whatever reason. Like it started off just kind of doing that rough drawing of Bill Paxton. I was like, oh, that looks kind of like him. Like that's probably one of the best resemblances of somebody that I've drawn, like without like doing grid lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see if I can do that with somebody else. Then like the Hicks drawing I was doing, I think that was last week. It wasn't like a bad drawing. It just I don't think I got his likeness down very good. So I tried Ripley, which I think I pretty much nailed the Ripley drawing. I think that one looks a lot like her.
Mm-hmm. Well, after you move that cheek in to that girl right there.
Yeah, I think that made it. I think with the cheek, and it was just a tiny bit, right? Like it didn't. And then her chin, if you see where it is now, like right here, before it was like down here. So it made it just, yeah, it kind of gave her like a fat looking kind of a face. Like if she was like 20 pounds heavier or something.
Did you move it in like a lot on the cheek? You said it was just a tiny bit.
I didn't move the cheek in hardly at all. Like it was probably like right about here maybe before.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't need to come in too much. But yeah, I kind of curved her cheekbone a little bit more instead of making it so sharp.
Mm.
And then yeah, shortened the chin up. So it's kind of weird because she's got her her chin tucked a little bit and her eyes cocked like she's, aiming down the sights of a gun because she's pretending to hold a gun in this scene. But she's just gesturing that. So got like a little bit of that kind of double chin going with her keeping her chin tucked like that.
Is that girl from Aliens 1? Or Alien?
All right, let's get some things straight here, Ryan. Aliens 1 is just Alien. The sequel is Aliens.
And then the third one's Alien 3?
Yes.
Oh.
Which really could have been called Alien 2, right? Because the
Is there
first
two
one was
aliens in there?
Alien because it was just one alien. The sequel is called Aliens because there was multiple. But Alien 3 only was the second one to have just one alien.
Oh.
So really, Alien 3 should have been called Alien 2. And then Aliens Resurrection should have just been called Aliens 2.
What did you think about Prometheus?
It was all right. I'd say I didn't like dislike it. Like, I just think that like I kind of wish Ridley Scott would have I wish the studios, it just seems like another like kind of a studio interference thing where the fans, really want to see an alien. His original vision didn't have any kind of form of an alien in it at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But because it's what the fans wanted to see, he ended up, putting that alien there at the end that was, and then then his series that, the Prometheus series wasn't supposed to, it was technically a prequel to what happened in Alien, but he was eventually going to get there, right, with his story. But like, I think just due to the fans and studio interference, it ended up just happening too quickly. So I don't know. Overall, though, I didn't dislike the movie, but definitely had its flaws.
I enjoyed it. Kind of like you. I think it kind of had some spots in it that were kind of like, but I really like the idea of the engineers, like,
Yeah.
Especially at the beginning. He takes that stuff and then he goes into the water, and you're just kind of like, what's going on there? And then it sort of kind of like, after I watched the movie, there were some questions I still had, so I went online and looked up a lot of people kind of dissecting it. And really, it was after that I was kind of like, oh shit, that's really cool. Like, I understand that now. And it kind of made me like the movie more. I actually watched it again shortly after that, at some point, and then I went out and bought it. I liked it so much.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got that and the Alien Covenant. So I liked the movies, but
I actually never saw that. That was the most recent one, right?
yeah, that one actually. Aaron came out here and got Nick and I tickets to a preview screening or whatever they call it to see it. I think we went to an AMC, the AMC theater in Overland Park. So me, Nick, and Aaron all saw it together before the movie had officially released.
Oh, Mamma Mia. Yeah, I think I remember that. I felt left out because I was like, oh, Aaron, did you ask me?
We're supposed to be besties. You're taking that guy, Mike. Stupid idiot we played Destiny with.
Weren't you a little put off by me at first? Something like that? Because I was asking you a bunch of like weird questions or something like that.
I don't remember. I don't think so. What did
Nick,
Nick say?
I think it was, I'm pretty sure Nick, it was like after 2 days or something, that because we were playing and then everybody got off and it was just me and you left. And it was like the first time I ever, it was just me and you, you know, and you know, I just like to figure out a little, I don't know, my psychology background. I'm just curious about people. And so I just was asking a bunch of, I guess you took as more like kind of personal questions or something like that, especially a guy just randomly playing online with, you know, and because Nick called me and was like, hey, what were you talking about to Mike with? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, well, he thought you were kind of odd asking all these like weird questions. What are you talking about? He goes, he just kind of felt that, you know, he didn't know you or something like that. And he just thought it was odd that you were asking these personal questions. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I guess he didn't know me very well. I mean, the first, you know the story of me and Aaron becoming friends, don't you?
I don't think so.
We were skating. We were skating at a skating rink, but they had rented it out for skateboarders, so they could bring in their fun boxes and stuff like that. So we're all skating, and I had seen Aaron before, but I had never just like hung out with him and talked to him. And Aaron just got out of the military, so he was just like a male model, dude. I mean, to the point where he had boobs and an 8-pack almost. Like it was something that you would see like on GQ or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was showing his abs to everybody. And everybody's like, dang, dude, you were ripped. And I don't know. I just kind of felt it was weird, but I did something even weirder. I was just kind of standing there and I just like, well, it's almost like that. I tickled his belly button.
Oh, you did? That's hilarious.
And I go, woo, woo, and then I just skated off.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
So Aaron was like, who is that dude? I just thought, I don't know. I thought it was weird. I guess I just thought it was strange that a bunch of guys were just standing around looking at this dude's abs. And so I just thought I'd tickle him and skate off.
That's hilarious. I mean, yeah, he did kind of deserve that. Trying to show off his abs. That's kind of a douche move.
He was pretty, dude. He was something that you would see. Aaron had the type of body that was perfect. Like if you saw him working out, you'd be like, holy shit, that dude must be all about his body. That's all he cares about, because his abs were proportional. His pecs were proportional. It looked equivalent to just a smaller Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everything was almost not real looking. Like to see somebody in that form in real life is just kind of like, oh my God.
Right.
But yeah, he was, you know, it was all just military. That I think it was the eating and then also the crunches and the push-ups and the pull-ups and stuff.
Yeah, you'll get pretty jacked in the military, that's for sure.
So I think very interested. I don't know if I should just try to duplicate this in a way, or if I should maybe just take somebody and try to make it the style of this. I don't really.
I would say duplicate it at first.
duplicate it.
Try to duplicate it at first, and then
So here's kind of what I'm looking at.
kind of get
Of
the
course,
hang of it.
this is probably going to be another kind of digital thing, that obviously, because there's some digital stuff that they put in here. Obviously, this is digital; it's not painted, but I just really like the natural, and then how they play with form, like in the back.
Boy, those hands just barely fit into the. Probably can't hardly see them right now, but
That's something I still kind of struggle with. Is the paper proportions?
Yeah.
I don't quite know. I'll start making something, and then it's like, oh shit, I didn't really think this through, like almost. And I still do it to this day, where I just kind of like, oh shit, if I would have actually thought about this before, I could have made this cooler. It's really hard. I mean, it's like I was telling you, I struggle with the whole Loomis method, like putting things.
I do too. Like, and maybe I just don't practice it enough. But like when I draw my circle and my like lines, and then I start like putting the facial features in, like I'm always way off. Like, so this one, I was just like, F it. I just drew. I didn't even draw the circle. I did a line to establish like my vertical angle, and then I did a line to establish kind of where the brow is going to be, and also that the angle the head's tilted, like my horizontal angle. And then from there, I was just like, I just sketched everything else in. Like, I kind of sketched in about where I think the nose is going to be. I kind of drew a line there, and about where the chin is going to be. But I was still off. Like, I think originally my nose line was like way down here, and my chin line was way down there, and it was just kind of a mess. But I think that worked better for me, like not worrying about the circle and like cutting off the sides of the circle. Just knowing that I established my brow line and my vertical axis or whatever axis. And then I know that my chin, generally speaking, is going to be about the same length down as the nose is, like, So, but the circle is where it screws me up, and I just can't. I don't know. But I think I've been drawing long enough that like I think the circle is helpful for someone maybe beginning on drawing faces, to where it helps them keep in mind like the shape kind of the face. But I think I'm kind of getting to the point now where I know that like with lips, like especially I've kind of had like an epiphany lately that like, the lips, especially if you're drawing them at an angle, they curve like along the contours of the face. So it's not like, where I used to draw lips where it looked like they just went straight across the whole time, but they actually curve. And if you're like paying attention to that, I think it really helps bring in like the shape of the face and all the other contours and stuff that.
And see, it's almost like those little tiny things, like that curve. Some people's curves more than others, and it's almost kind of like the chin thing, or even just it's those small little tiny details it's like, oh, okay, now I recognize that character I'm drawing, like, and it's almost if you can just get those small little details in there that makes that person different from the other person. It's almost like if you just get those small things in there, your mind just immediately is like, oh, okay, I recognize this person without
Yeah.
even kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that. You told me to watch that Proco one where he um, does the Loomis method, but then he changes it. He draws Tom Hanks and um, man, who's that other guy that
Oh,
played
yeah.
Hellboy? But I saw how he changes the head after placing everything down, and it really kind of was like, okay, take it step by step. Really kind of make sure you lay them out first, and then accent those little tweaks in there, and then start, filling it in. So it was kind of like, okay, this makes it a little bit more understanding instead of getting too crazy. I just need to slow down a little bit on, or not slow down, but just kind of process those things a little bit better at the beginning.
Yeah. And then like a lot of it is just noticing like where shit is in relation to other things. Like these hands, for example, like in the first picture of this I sent you, when you're like, oh, I'm excited to see how those hands turn out. Like I had them rough sketched in like way down here. And that was me just kind of looking at the hands, but not really in relation to her face.
Mm-hmm.
But really, like if you can see it over here, like her thumb. So I had to adjust these hands because her thumb, if you look at it, her thumb's about in line with her bandana, like almost halfway up her bandana. Like if you drew a straight line across.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, shit, I need to raise those hands up more, So, but I find now I'm paying more attention to those relationships, like on a face itself. Like, all right, where does this top little corner of that lip line up with on her nose?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of coming like right about there, and so I found
Yeah,
that's helping me get my likenesses better.
I think David. I remember in one of his streams where he was talking about. I think somebody made a comment like, "Oh, how do you do this?" And he goes, "Well, I've been doing it so long. Believe it or not, it doesn't look like I'm taking those measurements, but I'm doing it all in my head without drawing. Those drawing the lines and doing this kind of like stuff that me and you do. Where it's like, oh, it's
Right.
fucking here. I think that goes." And he's like, I still am doing that, but I'm just doing it more intuitively, probably because I've been doing it so long.
Yeah. I assume you follow Carl Kapinski on Instagram.
Carl Kapinski?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You know who that is, right?
I might know him without knowing his name, if that makes sense.
Go make this phone call really quick.
Jesus, Mike.
Hello. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. You can stop by now if you want. I don't care. It's fine. I mean, that'll take some time. Yeah, but oh, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. 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 I mean, we never really have like a plan. We just kind of go until we have to do other stuff. So I mean, sometimes we'll stream for like 1 hour. Sometimes we'll stream for like, next thing we know, we look up and it's 3 hours later. So, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, you can stop by now. I don't think it's going to be crazy long to show you all the stuff for Mavis, but
Yeah, I think I have like probably an hour, Mike, from now.
yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. Love you too. Bye. What were you saying, Ryan? Sorry.
I think I have about like an hour.
Okay.
An hour from now.
Yeah, no big deal. I think she might stop by here for a few minutes pretty soon she's going to take care of the tortoise while we're in Florida. So I'm just going to show her a few things on kind of what we do for him. So he's not dead when we get back.
You know, if you took him with him, he'd probably be a vacation for him. He'd probably love the moisture.
He would love the humidity, actually, in Florida. Like, because we have to keep his cage like around 80 to 90% humidity. It's like which I can't even do right now because usually the best I can keep it is like right around 60. But we also, what helps is we soak them every morning. We give them like a kind of a warm bath every morning, and so he soaks in that for a while, gets a lot of water from that. But yeah, dude, tortoises are high maintenance sometimes. They're actually not like terribly hard to take care of. Spend maybe 15, 20 minutes a day. Yeah, so we might get interrupted here in a little while, but
This actually goes way up. Yeah, that was pretty fun last night. The doing that.
The Finch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the second time I joined in for a giveaway. I was hoping to win something, but especially that Carnage one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was pretty bummed about that one. Damn it. Do you know the line that she's saying in this scene?
Mm-mm.
Saying, "Look, man, I only need to know one thing: where they are." And then Hudson goes, "Yeah." He's like, "Vasquez heard them say, wait, aliens, and she thought they meant illegal aliens and signed up." Then she goes, "Fuck you, man. Anytime, anywhere." Something like that.
Sounds like she's pretty badass.
Actually,
She
they
died pretty quick.
no. No, she makes it to the pretty much the very end of the movie. But she gets they try to get away from the aliens in these vents, and her and this other guy, Gorman, Lieutenant Gorman, who she hates. Wait, she gets splattered with some acid when she shoots an alien like at point blank range that was coming down a vent at her. Gorman turns around to help drag her, but then they get trapped between two groups of aliens. So then they're sitting there in the vent, and Gorman pops out a little, like, I don't know, a little hand grenade thing or something. And she looks at it, and they both kind of acknowledge that they're going to go ahead and kill themselves and take out some aliens. And she goes, "You always were an asshole, Gorman." Then they both hold the grenade, and it blows up, and yeah, I know, I'm a big fucking nerd. Yeah, I went back. I've been posting these pictures on like my Facebook and Instagram and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I tagged Sigourney Weaver on the Ellen Ripley picture that I did. But it doesn't look like she's on Instagram a whole lot. Like her last post was like in 2019, I think. So I don't even know if she'll see it. Did you know we do have one subscriber? Probably my mom, but
Thanks, Mom.
yeah, I think she's watching right now. But since she's on her way here,
Man, it's crazy. Like this is really hard to sketch.
I bet.
Because I'm trying to like. Have you ever seen Yoji Shinkawa draw? Or
I've never seen him draw. No.
well, he usually paints. I should say that.
Yeah, I guess he does. Yeah, it's paintings. Yeah.
But man, when he does it, it's just like I don't know how he does it, but the lines, he just gets like looking at this. I'm like, how in the hell did he do this? Like, because when he's doing it, he's just kind of like, brushing some stuff, doing little squigglies, kind of moving it here, and then kind of bringing it around, doing some more.
Does he do an underdrawing?
I don't think so. I mean, the stuff I've seen, he just has a brush and he just dips it in the black and starts going. I haven't seen him ever. I haven't seen him ever get it prepared.
Yeah, it doesn't look to me like he would have an underdrawing, but I'm just curious if he does.
I mean, he might. Yeah, it just maybe the videos I've seen have been those ones where maybe it just didn't show everything, kind of.
Yeah.
Type of. His ear is, I think, way up higher than it needs to be. But
Mom, get a new car. I think my mom's here. Can't tell though. It's the person in my driveway is driving like they don't know where they're going.
Did you ever play the Metal Gear games?
I played Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2, I think, with this guy's name Raiden.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's here. I will be AFK for a minute, although you'll probably see me in the background. Hello. Hello. Okay. Are you on your stream? Yeah. Sorry.
Why not? don't want to be on camera.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick, Ryan.
Oh, another poop.
No, just pee. Just number one. Oh God, I'm sore. You don't know how Finch does his live streams without going to the bathroom.
Mhm.
Okay. It's looking pretty good, right?
I'm trying to make the shapes kind of my own in a way. Trying to see if I can play with how these things roll out. I might do in. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's almost like a nice little good practice for just not worrying, about making the right line kind of all the time.
Right.
It's actually kind of fun to do this because maybe that'll help with my inking whenever I start inking to get to the point where it's like, okay, you don't have to make it. Because I've noticed with inking is like when Fitch does it, is like he'll go in and he'll kind of make a quick movement and then he'll go back and kind of do this like it's like he's intuitively kind of just moving. And then he'll go back and fill in that shape or something, kind of dark it in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting, like how his mind's thinking when he's doing it. And like on this one, instead of trying to like, okay, I got to get these lines because I'm not trying to copy it necessarily. I mean, I am, but like, how do I make these lines that he does? Without strategically looking at it and being like, oh, okay, so I gotta this line goes here, this goes like how did he get that movement in that line?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I definitely have more scribblies than I'd like, but it's kind of me being indecisive a little bit with my. What's really neat I've noticed in doing this is like how much you actually don't need to put the face in. Like if you, I would say a lot of this is, just like it's like you're drawing with the shadows kind of almost.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I do for these pencil drawings. Is I'll kind of lightly sketch in the face, but then I start like just taking the edge of my pencil and just blocking in like darker shapes, and then like if it's looking off, then I don't like completely darken though. Like I don't use my softest lead because I don't want it to be so dark and dug in that I can't erase it very well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll kind of start lightly blocking out the darker stuff. And then as I kind of get more and more confident and feel like it's kind of the right direction, I'll start blocking in a little bit more darkly and with more confidence, I guess. Then I kind of been adding in details later. So like these hands now, I'm kind of fleshing out the fingers a bit more. I don't want to go into too much detail on the hands though, because I don't want it to take away from her face.
I want to get to a point where I can move. I can move fast, and it's like I can move fast and make these changes quickly without. Um, and I've noticed like I kind of stopped a long time ago, which I'm slowly getting back into. Is the long time ago I used to blur my eyes when I would do shadowing. I would look at something and just kind of like, you know how you make everything fuzzy?
Yep. So you can like really make all the darker values and stuff stand out.
Yeah, and I've started actually noticing that I'm going back to doing that with this. I was like, oh man, I remember I used to do that.
Yeah,
I
I've
was
been doing that too lately in these pencil drawings. I need to go to town on a
what's
kettlebell
that?
platform. Oh, Mavis. I got him this thing called a cuttlebone. I guess it comes from a cuttle fish or whatever. It's mainly used for like birds. Like if you have a pet bird to keep its beak kind of trim,
Hmm.
and they chew on it and helps kind of just sharpen their beak down a bit and stuff. And you can use them for tortoises too. I just hear Mavis just gnawing on it in the background. Just like he loves it. Also helps them get calcium.
And when I was younger, my mom would always stop on the road and pick up a turtle, like if it was just a box turtle, you know. And I always had turtles growing up, but it wasn't until we'd have the turtle for a while, and then um, my mom would always release it, and she'd be like, "Oh man, it must have got out," and I'd be like, "No," but she actually released it. I didn't know that till later in life. She just didn't want me to kill it.
Well, she probably, no offense against your mom, but she probably effectively killed it by releasing it. You're not supposed to. It is heavily frowned upon to capture wild tortoises or turtles and try to keep them as pets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I guess the turtles have like a certain radius, like home radius, that they will, they kind of live in,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like this little homing mechanism that keeps them going in the direction that they're supposed to be going, and during certain times of the year, and if you remove them from that, one, it stresses them out a whole lot. So like, because they can't get to where they need to get to. And then two, if you just randomly release them after keeping them in captivity, like they have like no idea where to go. Like, so they'll basically just die, like trying to find their way home or whatever.
So their whole mechanism's thrown off, or their homing mechanism, where you're talking about.
Yep. So always better to purchase a turtle bred in captivity.
Oh, okay.
So FYI, if you ever, so like if there's a turtle crossing the road, like if you feel like he's gonna probably get ran over, it's all right to help him out, but like you want to make sure you take him across the road and basically in the direction that he was going. So like you don't want to just pick him up and put him back from where he came, because he'll just turn right back around and try to cross the road again.
I think I like that circle. Like that. So I see. So I see why these squares work really well, or why you position them in a certain way. You kind of see this is where his eyes are. Kind of goes off. Almost it's like, okay, here's the eyes, which you look at. So I'm going to draw I'm going to put an item here that throws it a really good way. And then see how it's really dark over here? Then there's something real light right here. So it's a nice little balance. And then this comes down to the gun. So it's kind of like, I see where these lines are kind of tied up with why they look well. They don't look random. Oh, I mean, they look random, but they're really not.
Right.
Guess that's why you should copy, Coach, just like you told me to do. I tried making my own squares, and I was like, man, this just doesn't feel right. Like something feels too clobbered. I think I am going to do something strange here. That might be kind of cool, maybe. Man, with us drawing so much now, like I have a hard time holding my pencil like this anymore. I was doing that at first, and now I'm just like.
I still do for like when I'm getting into more detailed stuff.
Yeah, every now and then I'll pick it up, but I feel like for some reason I feel like I'm more in this area than I am in this area.
Yeah.
Oh man, I found a hard spot in my lid.
Oh God.
You okay?
Yeah, just sore. Mega sore ass.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things about working out is it usually doesn't happen too much after, a certain amount of time, but man, having like your butt sore or something, or like your chest sore or your arm, it just, I don't know, it's such a good feeling,
Yeah. Sore legs sucks though.
Yeah, especially if you're going downstairs.
You ever see these things?
What are they?
It's like a little extender for your pencil.
Oh yeah, I got 2 of those.
I already got a pencil in there already. I'm like trying to deeper into another one.
Yeah, I got two of them. These guys are made by Derwent.
Yep,
I got one in there too. Look at that.
Yeah, same ones.
Yeah, the reason I got them is because I was drawing quite a bit, and then I hated. I got them a long time ago because I would spend money on pencils, and then like I couldn't draw with them like at this point. And I was like,
yeah.
And I hated the fact that I was like, man, do I just gotta throw this away? So I just Googled like I don't know, I think it was like I think I Googled like short like problem with short pencils or drawing pencils or something like that. And I found these. I was like, holy crap.
They are great. We got a viewer.
Dang.
Don't know who. Because they never comment. And they're gone. It's like every time I say we got a viewer, like, oh shit, they saw me.
Maybe we should just ignore it. Just let them come through.
Like,
Experience
yeah.
the experience.
Like comments though, but nobody ever comments, so I guess fuck it. Gonna go in with some darker values now.
Need to. Yeah, so there again, here's another example of like just not getting the right. His eyebrow was a little too. He wasn't like I didn't get the attitude that I needed out of this. I was like, man, why does this look weird? And then I noticed his eyebrow was too wasn't quite right to get that scowl.
Yeah.
And then now I'm just like, oh shit, there we go. It's coming alive. Dude, I think that's probably one of my favorite things about drawing is once you're able to capture that magic or whatever, it's like, oh shit, how the fuck did I do that?
Right.
It's weird. It's like it just comes alive, and it's like one of the coolest.
It's alive.
So, Coach, when do we get together and watch Alien Trilogy? Alien 1, 2, and 3.
Whenever.
Oh, Callisto Protocol came out.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting to see reviews.
I watched a couple, and it looked as if it's not that great. But I'll be honest, dude. They were saying it was kind of like a non-thinking game. You just kind of go through it and just kill shit. But I've been playing God of War, and God of War is so story based that I wouldn't mind playing something that's just like, I'm just gonna go in and kill some shit.
Yeah. I don't mind mindlessly just killing stuff as long as the gameplay is good, you know?
I'm gonna have to send this to Nick because he's a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, and I wonder if he'll He'll be like, "Oh shit, that's cool, dude. Fucking Metal Gear, man."
Yeah, I don't know if he's seen any of the aliens drawings I've been doing or not.
Oh yeah, he's a big Alien dude too. I think that's one of his favorite movies.
Yep.
He's a big. I think Nick is a Ridley Scott fan.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's pretty good.
I never saw the Kingdom one.
Oh yeah, Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one either. I watched his other one that was the hell was the name of it? It was Matt Damon and the guy who plays the Kylo Ren.
The Lie, or what's it called?
I don't know, but it's like kind of like a medieval, I guess,
Yeah.
piece, and like it's kind of interesting because it shows it's basically about whether or not whoever that plays Kylo Ren, is accused of like raping Matt Damon's wife in the movie, and so it shows it from both of the guy's perspective and then from the woman's perspective, and it's kind of an interesting take.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Did it happen?
What happened?
Did she get,
Turns out that like they're both kind of pieces of shit.
Oh fuck.
Like her husband wasn't as nearly as like of a good husband as he would think himself to be, and
Douchebag Central, yeah.
yeah.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh my god, I can't talk to you right now. It's Aaron. He's calling me.
Tell him to communicate with us on the stream. Get in the stream, Aaron.
Fucking Metal Gear. Fucking Metal Gear. So Dead Space is your probably favorite game or whatever?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably my all-time favorite game, Dead Space. It's pretty good.
So I think I can duplicate this style. Well, I mean, I can't duplicate it, but I think I found one interesting way of duplicating it. So let's say we have a shaded area, like so. Kind of give it that line texture. I don't know if you can see that. And then go with those lines with your eraser, thinner or thicker, and you kind of get this like something, the light is going through it, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like it's almost like you're scratching it. You can kind of see it in this one really well.
Oh
Where
yeah.
it's like these scratches kind of going through. Kind of leaves an interesting.
Looks like Aaron may have hopped in for a second, but he didn't leave a comment. If that was him.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this thing that says, do you want to keep watching? And there's yes and a no, and there's no, but all the ones I've tried, it didn't click on the yes.
Oh boy.
Because if you want to keep watching, you click on the yes.
You're right, you do. But there is no yes on there.
No, yes first.
Where? On the remote?
No,
That's what I'm talking about.
it's on the TV.
Oh, I know it's on TV.
And it says, do you want to keep watching? If you want to keep... So it says, do you want to keep watching? So there's a no or yes. If you want to click on no, then you won't be watching it. If you click yes, then you will be watching.
You will be watching. Okay.
So if you click on the yes, then it'll go back to the more videos.
Oh, okay.
If you click no, then it won't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let Coach know that I'm gonna get off here and stop drawing because I think I need to make your. It's 12 o'clock. I need to make your lunch before you go to school, Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back to school. Back to school.
Have you ever seen Adam Sandler's new stand-up on Netflix? It's not new, but it's called Certified Fresh.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's really good, dude. It's really good. All right, Coach. I think I'm kind of there with this guy. Whoops. I don't think it's too bad. Kind of an interesting way of kind of doing the line work and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how that turned out.
And it's kind of a play on this one. I just didn't want to like copy it exactly to a degree, like go through and be like, oh, I'm going to make that line there and there. But
Right.
I tried to stay messy throughout as much as I can. What's kind of interesting is since I didn't copy it, you know, it's got this other feel to it that I kind of like. It's more dirtier, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I like it. It's really good.
That was actually a lot of fun. Just not really kind of worrying about so much line perfection. I actually enjoyed that. I wouldn't mind doing, maybe playing around with some other, some people and trying to implicate or try to push the style on there. But All right, cool guy. Well, do you want to stream this weekend at all?
We can try.
Are you a little busy, kind of?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to kind of play it by ear just because we'll be getting ready for Florida and stuff at some point.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I've got some appointments and stuff. We'll see. It just might be difficult.
All right. Well, just text me or whatever, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Yeah, that's really popping out now. I can really see her now that you did the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not envy you on the hands.
Yeah, they're still pretty rough right now. I'm gonna go in and darken up the gloves a bit and some of the shadows, and it'll hopefully make the fingers not look like the same value as the gloves. So, but yeah, still got some work to do, but it's getting there.
Man, hands are just like, I feel like I don't think I've ever made hands in everything that I've drawn. And I've just been like, I'm satisfied. I've just been like, this fucking sucks. And I'm just like, screw it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one thing we can pick around on one day is doing hands, because I feel like immensely I really need to work on hands. I would probably say that's my that is my weakness. Big weakness.
I see a hand drawing stream in our future.
Well, maybe we can do that next week. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll be gone next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gee.
Maybe the
Well,
week after.
if you're still drawing and stuff, on your vacation, like you said, you might send me that stuff, and I'll send you some stuff that I draw.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Mr. Coach. I will see you later.
All right, later, dude.